Aloha and good day, friends and yogis. I'm Nicole Spirit. It's a beautiful, rainy day, so we've got all the lights on. Feels like a sunny day. So notice what's happening for you right now. We're going to find a nice, comfortable, easy pose. Sukhasana. Su, good, ka, place, good place. Find your good place. Thank you so much for choosing this video. I'm welcoming you back if you've been here before, and if this is your first time, then a huge welcome. And these are my special assistants, Puka Dog and Puppy Finn. They will do absolutely nothing to enhance this video, except to bring us joy to see our canine furry friends. And this is a video to honor Scorpio, the time of the year where we change into the zodiac sign of the Scorpion. This is a sign that's ruled by the element of water, so I'm wearing my water pants, and a good reminder that you and I and all humans are mostly made of water. So the mantra for this month, for this class, is I am a flower. And if you say that slightly different, it comes out, I am a flower. So it's a good reminder to just go with the flow, be like water. And I'm going to pick a water oracle card today from the water crystal cards. These are from Masaru Emoto. And if you're not familiar with him, you can watch a really cool, about 4-minute video called What the Bleep Do We Know? Water Molecule Scene, okay? And so I'm just gonna randomly pick this card. Machu Picchu, very interesting. So tuning into some South American Mayan wisdom. And these cards, they actually have a crystal on them, and the intention is that when Dr. Emoto put a word such as Machu Picchu on a water sample and then froze it, these snowflake water patterns or these crystals would form. So I'll bring another one just to show you. This is Machu Picchu. And then this one says it's the right brain energy card. So he wrote those words on water samples and these amazing crystals formed. Now, if you have a crystal close by, we're going to use it for meditation. Today I chose an agate heart, and it's blue, so I just thought that would be really good for water. And we might use it, we will use it later in our meditation. If you don't have a crystal, that's okay too. All right, so starting in Sukhasana, easy pose, we're gonna make sure our sitting bones are nicely brought behind us, and we're gonna sit up nice and tall. We're just gonna think for a couple moments about nothing. We're going to find our beautiful, deep, smooth breath, and we're going to ponder the mantra, I am a flower, I am a flower, with that whole intention of perhaps, you know, if something comes up, we notice, and then we just gently let our little leaf flow down the stream. And if you've ever heard the analogy, you know, about trying to paddle or swim up against the current, you're doing something, but you're not really getting anywhere. So notice the current of your soul, of your life. And this is a really nice way to start our day. Let's bring our hands over our heart and take a couple of deep breaths. Close your eyes. Sit up nice and tall. Just leave it. And I want you to say the mantra, I am soul. I want you to visualize an iceberg, what you see above the water. Imagine it's the size of a small house. And then I want you to imagine that the size of the iceberg under the water is about the size of a building. And that is a good analogy for the energy of your soul. So we're going to to imagine flipping the soul energy upside down so that instead of being in our mind overthinking, we're flipping that iceberg up so that we're going to create an intention of thinking upwards, connecting with our soul, and every single day asking, what does our soul want to teach us? What are we here to learn? And what joy are we here to experience? Good. So let's release the hands. Let's just take a couple of deep breaths. We're going to start to relax the neck and the shoulders. Let's gently bring our chin to the right ear, to the right shoulder, chin to the right shoulder, and then chin to the left shoulder. Just a gentle nod of no. No, thank you. Come back to center and let's nod a giant yes. Up and down. Try not to crunch or squeeze the neck in any weird way. Just be really mindful of your beautiful neck. And then come back to center. Let's do a couple of shoulder shrugs. Big circles up, back, down, and forwards. Then go in the forwards direction. Notice your inner smile. Have we tapped into our Buddha nature for the day, that little glimpse of energy where you feel and see your soul? Good. And we're going to bring our hands in front of us and we're going to do a little bit of silk reeling. So just letting the wrists spiral around each other. Open your fingers. Stay with that nice tall position. Notice your core, your belly, spiral the other way. Breathe. When we think about Scorpio, it's a sign that rules the hips and the pelvic area, all of this middle stuff. Okay, release your hands. So we're going to pay a little bit more attention to the hips today. Let's come off of our hands and our knees. That's not what I meant to say. Let's come onto our hands and our knees. Oh my gosh, that was a long, loud sound. It's a bit of a weird day. That's okay. Scorpio is a bit of a weird sign. It's very interested in birth, death, rebirth. Very passionate sign, very much about sexuality and all this good stuff. So your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. We're gonna drop the belly down, lift the head and the hips, and then round the spine, drop the hips and the chin. This is our cat-cow pose. Let's do one more in each direction. Pardon me for the little sounds and the little dog distractions. Funny day today. So I'm going to arrive back on my hands and knees, nice flat spine, and I'd like you to create a hovering table. So curl your toes under and lift your knees, and I want you to hover here for a couple of moments. Let's just breathe. Notice your core, engage the belly, bring your belly button towards your low back, hug your low ribs in, good, and then release. Now we're going to do walking bear. So you're gonna pick up your right knee, you're gonna pick up your left hand, and you're gonna walk. Now, if it's available, we're going to walk from a hovering position. Now you get to the end of your mat, where do you go? You go back. So it's right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot. If this is way too hard, don't hover your knees. And when you get to the back of your mat, excuse me, we're gonna go forwards again. Notice your core. As I said, if it's too much, just leave your knees down. This is our last one to the back, and then we're gonna walk forwards. Excellent. Lower the knees. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. Let's just wag the tail. That one's called walking bear. And the bear is the Chinese animal for the water element. So from our Qigong world, we learn about the kidneys and the bear. So let's release, bring the hands up, Bring your feet underneath your bum. And if you'd like a little extra, you can flip your mat back and sit on your mat. And as we sit here, we're gonna take our hands and we're gonna rub our kidneys. So just rub your kidney area. They're underneath your ribs. Two little adrenal hats sitting on your two kidneys at the back of the body. And we help to evoke a sense of tranquility and harmony. And we release fear and anxiety. That's enough of this. That's enough, you guys. You're being little show dogs today. All right, smile and breathe, and just pause for a moment now, and I'd like you to imagine sending blue, dark, electric light to your kidneys. Imagining just filling your kidneys with like a dark, deep ocean blue light. Say, I love you, kidneys. You can say it out loud. You can say it inside. And remember that ultimately, water flows and adapts itself without losing its nature, and you are a flower. Good, let's release the hands. Let's come off of the mat, back onto all fours. We're gonna curl the toes under. We're gonna lift the knees, lift the hips, come into our first down dog, and let's walk the dog. Lift and lower through your heels. If it feels like too much on your wrists today, lower into dolphin arms, sphinx arms. Good. Then we're gonna push the ground away. We're gonna walk our hands towards our legs and then gently come up to standing. Roll yourself all the way up. Bring your feet under your shoulders, bend the knees a little bit, and we'll send the arms out in front just for a moment of Wuji, or the most wonderful standing meditative position. Knees bent, tailbone slightly tucked. Chin is slightly tucked, like the top of the head is pulling up to the sky, and you can have your hands resting on two imaginary balloons out in front of you. Set an intention for your day, for the month, for the year. See how you're feeling. And then we're going to enliven our spine. So the first thing we're going to do is called spinal cord breathing. Bring your arms up, form goalpost arms. You can make little fists, soft fists. We're gonna inhale and bring the elbows together, round the spine a little bit, and then exhale and open the chest. Look up at the sky. Inhale and round, and if you like the other option, you can inhale as you open and exhale as you round. Doesn't matter. Just find this nice articulation and opening in your spine. Have fun. Just breathe. And remember to vibrate more positively at your heart, which is a giant electromagnet. Good. Come back to stillness. Leave the arms up if available. Then we're gonna reach up and we're gonna pick cherries. You're gonna anchor down through your hips and feel this nice opening in the side body. And where are you right now? Has your thought process wandered off? Or can you come into a space where you're in like a meditation in motion? Opening the side body, remembering the spine moves in 6 directions. Then we release the arms. So we just did front and back, side to side. Now we're gonna do the twist, honoring the last 2 directions of the spine. So drop your hands down. Let's start to twist. This is called opening the door of life. And your hands are actually gonna make a little bit of contact with your front and back body. So you're not really down right in front of your bum and lower. You're a little bit higher. And you're having fun, you're smiling, you're breathing. And my next video is going to be for dentists and dental hygienists. And this is the main exercise I want to teach. I've had students in my past where I've taught them this class, and I went back to the office and taught all the hygienists this move, opening the door of life. Breathe, smile. Remember, a little variation. If you haven't done this before, keep your head looking straight. And it's almost like your shoulder comes right under your chin. Just noticing how that's a little bit of a different stretch. Good. Slow it down, slow it down. And then we come back to center. Good. So pause for a moment, feel some zipping and vibrating in the low body and all of your body. Notice your chi, your mana, your prana, your life force. And then next we're going to learn my favorite Tao Yin yoga move. So it's a beautiful dragon pose. And the dragon is very much about our own internal power. It's enough, you guys. Just sit there and be good. All right, we're gonna take our hands and find a big chi or energy ball. Your left hand on top, your right hand underneath. So just mirror what I'm doing. We're going to begin by stepping out to the left. So you're going to take your left foot, bring it in, and then step it out to the side. And we're going to throw our left hand like we're throwing a frisbee across the horizon, while our right hand raises up to the sky, pushing flat against the heavens. And you're looking out over your right extended arm. Good, take a breath. It's a little bit different. And then we're gonna bring it back, spiraling the arms so that the left arm arrives on top and the right arm arrives underneath, and we step that right foot in. You should end up with your feet under your shoulders. Now we're gonna go to the other side. So take a moment, pick up that right foot, step it in, and then as we step out that right foot, we're gonna throw our right hand across the horizon like we're throwing a frisbee, and our left arm is gonna reach up to the sky, pushing against the heavens. And again, we're spiraling and looking over our left shoulder. Take a breath, feel strong and sexy and smart and cute and wonderful. And then we're gonna spiral it back in. That left arm naturally arrives underneath, right arm on top, and then we step the right foot back in. So I'm mirroring you right now. Let's try it one more time with a little bit more speed. So step in the left foot and then step it out. Let the left hand throw a frisbee across the horizon. The right arm reaches up. Take a breath and let it go. Then we spiral back, the right arm underneath, left arm on top as we step in that right foot. Let's do it one more time to the right. We're gonna step out our right foot, throw the frisbee with the right hand, and the left hand reaches up to the sky. Do you feel this deep stretch, especially in the low back, in the kidney area? Right, and then we're gonna spiral it back. Takes a tiny bit of practice. Step in that right foot. You're back to your big chi ball. You're holding this ball on bottom and the top. And then we're gonna float our arms up to the sky. We're gonna wrap our right fingers around our left thumb and curl in the left fingers. And then gently drop the palms down in front of your belly. Notice between your hands how there's a yin-yang symbol. And bring it right to the lower dantian, or your energy bank account. Let's breathe and smile. See how you feel. Good. One more breath. Knees are a little bit bent, tailbone's a little bit sunk. And then gently let's let our hands go. Good. Now we're gonna step our feet wide, and we're going to create Warrior Two, here, goddess pose. So again, you can be coming into warrior pose on the left. Your left knee is bent, both arms reach up, and then we're going to gently arch back into goddess pose so that your left arm comes up, your right hand is on your back thigh. Then we're going to come into extended side angle. Enough. So reaching with your left elbow on your left knee and your right arm reaching up. Then we're going to come back to goddess pose. Back to extended side angle. And then we're going to come onto our right leg and dip down into this extended skandasana. Then we're going to come back up, goddess pose, left knee is bent, extended side angle, goddess pose, and then straighten that left leg. If it's too much to come down, stay up. If you can, you come down and create your little kung fu side angle. Good. Come back up, switch the legs. Left foot floats in, right foot floats out, and we're going to bend the left knee now, the right knee, the right knee. So you're mirroring me. Arms are going to come out to the sides. Let's come up into goddess, lifting our right arm up, left hand on the thigh. Then we're going to transition to extended side angle, back up and over. Extended side angle, and then we're going to straighten our right leg and bend the right knee. So you can come all the way down, you can stay up here, and then we go back. Right knee bends, goddess pose, extended side angle, goddess pose, and then we're going to straighten that right leg and sink into our skandasana side angle, side lunge. One more time. Right knee bends, goddess. Extended side angle, goddess. And then straighten the right leg and sink down. Good. Come back up. That's a lot of work. Toe heel walk your feet together. And then my favorite Qigong move of all time, shake the tree. So get your body kind of chillax and start to shake and vibrate. So see if it's available. Maybe you close your eyes. Maybe you want to rub your kidneys again. And there's actually a healing sound for the kidneys. So we can shake and vibrate. We can inhale and we're going to make the healing sound for the kidneys. So it sounds like this. It's kind of like the second part of the achoo, like a sneeze. So it's inhaling and then exhaling. And if you can, you might even visualize blue, beautiful, dark electric light coming into your kidneys. Let's do 2 more breaths. You can even bounce at the heels. 1 more breath. And stop. Pause for a moment, just feel your body, notice any zipping and energy vibrating through you, spiraling, feel your chi. Good. We're going to gently make our way to the ground. You can arrive on your knees, no hands, look mom, no hands. And then we're going to bring our hands back under the shoulders, bring your legs out behind you. We're going to drop down through the forearms. This might be enough for you. If it feels good, you keep your chest going to the earth. Maybe even lift your chin and we come into puppy posture. Anahata asana, heart to earth. Beautiful. If that's way too much, just stay in Sphinx. And you might even be in Sphinx with your hips down. Totally different pose, but just see how you're feeling today. Good. Let's push the ground away wherever we are. Raise back up onto our knees and then swing the feet out to the side. So bring your legs long onto the mat. We're going to lower down onto our back. Take your time. As you arrive, your knees can stay up in the air. And this is where, if you have a crystal, it's a nice place to take your crystal. Take the energy of the crystal of water, peace. We have a new card now. It's all enough. These friends are very distracting today. It's a bit too much, Puka Dog. So wherever you are, place your crystal on your third eye. You can leave your knees up or bent. And gently we'll flow into a meditation. If you don't have time today, I wish you an amazing day. Thanks for joining. If you have an extra 5 minutes, floating into a nice little water meditation now. Imagining that you're walking down a beautiful forest path. There's a gorgeous river beside you, and you notice that the water is rippling over many rocks, and it's effervescent, it's turquoise. And as you're walking along this mountain path, you eventually see an outcropping of water. You see like a little whirlpool. So taking a couple of moments, you gently just pause and find yourself going into the whirlpool. First, let your toes sink in, and as your body feels this water, you notice it's very warm. It's a hot spring next to the beautiful river. So you slowly immerse yourself. It's like there's effervescent bubbles in this hot spring. And as you go into the water, you feel this healing energy of your bones being contacted by this blue healing water. All of your own blood and energy gets revitalized with the feeling of this beautiful pool that you're in. And all your body is submerged now. You can even miraculously breathe underwater for a couple of moments. And while you are in this pool, it's as though you're like a fetus. You're in the fetal position. You're back to being reborn. And you are reborn now with your original soul blueprint. Anything that you might have missed this time around is now being reinstated to you. Your gifts, talents, and abilities. You release your limiting beliefs. And you remember that you are pure soul having a temporary human experience. Temporary being about 100 years, if you're lucky. Then we're going to gently float above the water. Let the head come back out, and as you rise from the water, you feel this beautiful energy of the cold water from the river and the hot water from the spring mixing, like you've got the yin-yang pattern in your own body, this beautiful effervescence of life force energy. Then ever so gently, taking your time, you start back on that mountain path, back through the forest, along the turquoise river. And then you gently float back behind your eyes. And you come to this beautiful place of stillness here and now. Infuse your crystal, or the intention of you infusing your wishes and dreams into this third eye, this intuition center of our body. And then we gently come back to the here and now and arrive behind the eyelids. Know that you're going to have a wonderful day, an amazing sleep tonight, and a really beautiful soul transformation, like a snake losing its skin and getting reborn, especially during the time of the end of October. So wherever you are, you can wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently we'll float back up to a seated position, or you can simply just stay on your back. And then once you arrive, we'll sit up tall. We'll bring our hands to our heart and we'll gently bow the chin. The light in me greatly honors and sees the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining this class. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, maybe you share it. And most of all, just wanted to remind you that you are greatly loved and that you are here to experience joy. You're not here to fix the whole earth and all the problems, and that you are meant to connect with your soul. Have a blessed day. Take good care.